Hi, my name is Dustin Marcellino. I directed the film The Identical, which has made its world premiere at the 2014 Nashville Film Festival. There's two identical twin brothers that were born to a very poor family. Give one of his boys to a man of God and his wife, knowing that he will be taken care of spiritually and physically. So anyway, so life moves on. They make a pact. The preacher and the father, which is played by Brian Garrity, and the preacher is played by Ray Liotta and his wife Ashley Judd. And so they make a pact basically to keep a secret, never to tell about that the other one existed. One becomes the one with the original parents that stayed with the original parents becomes this this rock icon that came out of the Chitlin circuit. And while the other brother, that's being raised by the evangelist and his wife, kind of gets his life planned out for him, like a lot of people do in life. You've heard, there's always the football dad. You will play football, you will go to the school where I went, you will do this. And then there's a lot of preachers in life that they kind of plan out what they want for their son to follow them into the ministry. Like 3 years ago, had this guy called me up, a friend of mine, and he was like, I've got this friend that's got this really cool idea, and I wanted you to maybe check it out. So I was like, yeah, sure, send me the screenplay. So he sent me the screenplay, and long story short, I didn't read it for a year and a half. It just sat in my inbox. And completely forgot about it, I mean, I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I literally just forgot, It wasn't, I guess, a top priority at the time. Just got lost in translation. So a year and a half later, the writer of the story actually calls me, leaves a message. Glad he left a message and didn't just catch me, blindside me. But he left me a message and just said, hey, I was just wondering if you ever read my screenplay. I never heard back, and this and that. So I felt so awful. So I quickly opened up, found the email or had him resend it or something. And I just said, look, I'm going to do what Hollywood does. I'm going to read, 3 pages. And if it doesn't hook me, I'm just going to say it's not for me. So I start reading it. And, of course, 3 pages leading to 4, 5, 6, and I find myself laughing, I find myself crying. It was just a very emotional screenplay, an amazing screenplay. I knew right then that was just a really cool, big idea. And basically within 8 months, we were casting and, off to the races. Probably the underlying theme of the film, which is if God is in your dreams, then nothing can stand against you. And just to really love and appreciate the people around you that are close to you, because you don't have them forever, and life is very short here on earth. Ray Liotta, I always loved his passion in Goodfellas, and I loved his compassion in Field of Dreams. I knew that he was the perfect guy, but of course, he's got to believe that he's the guy for it in order for an actor to take a part. He identified in so many ways with this film. He was adopted himself, and it was amazing. It just touched him. So he was on board. He said he was texting his agent at 5:30 in the morning, saying, "You better, get me this movie. You better not mess up, Ashley Judd, I've always loved her. She I actually met her 11 years ago, probably in this theater. We were watching a movie that she was premiering here, and I remember meeting her. I was 18 at the time. And I just remember saying, I'm going to work with her one day. Loved the screenplay. We hit it off, and she brought so much to the table. Her collaboration was amazing. We would even rewrite stuff together, like on the spot, And like I said, she elevated her character. She completely just brought it to a different level. Seth Green he brought so much energy. Seth Green is as real as you can get. Everything, he's real with people. He's real with you. He's not fake. He really values his fans, takes care of them, makes sure, you know, to the best of his ability that everybody goes home happy, that they feel like he gave them the time of day. And of course, when things would get tense, you know, things always get tense on set. When things got tense, he'd be like the comic relief. He would just know what to say to loosen everybody up. And then we find ourselves from being tense to all laughing. My DP, the producers, I mean, he just, such a healing experience on the set. And then Joey Pants, of course, same story, just an amazing, funny, you know, he was such a brother by the time it was over. And, you know, I was a big fan of his, of course. Matrix, Baby's Day Out, you know, these great things he's been in. And then there was, of course, Aaron Cottrell. We always loved her on these Michael Landon Jr. films. My family would always watch it, and I got sucked in watching it a few times. And I just remember that she was just such a same thing, real. Not jaded in any kind of way, just an amazing woman, great attitude. And then Brian Garrity, of course, was just such an underrated actor. He's going to be, I mean, already just amazing. He takes his acting so personally. I mean, he will not take a movie unless he knows he can knock it out of the park, and he takes it so seriously. He wants to make sure that, you know, if he's going to take it, it's going to be perfect, and he won't, you know, and he'll let you know. I mean, give me another take. I can nail this. Give me another take. Amanda Crew played an amazing support for him, as his wife did an incredible job, and of just very, very sweet, and once again, just a very good collaborator. And of course, I want to talk about Blake Rain real quick. Blake Rain is the that is its own story. Blake Rain, we never auditioned to anybody else to play the lead. This was a story. I was on my way to Gatlinburg with a buddy, my family and his family, and we're driving together. And I said, "Man, why don't you check out this screenplay?" So I told him about the whole thing, and he goes, "I got your guy." Just, you know, "Oh, really? You got my guy?" You know, we usually do big auditions for these kind of things. You know, I said, "I got your guy. He's at my studio. He's got the perfect, like, throwback look. He looks like," because we needed a fictional rock icon that came out of the Chitlin circuit. So we needed that period look, you know? And he said, "This guy looks like he came out of the 50s and 60s. I mean, like, you know, it's amazing. You got to see this guy." And he's a musician, because I was looking for a musician. So he's a musician. He's got the period look. And so I, you know, just to appease him, I was like, I'll meet him, okay? And so my father and I, the executive producer Yochanan, we went down to studios, had a meeting with them, and dude, and he left going, and he even said, he goes, "I was born to play this role," you know? I believe I got everybody. I do want to say Danny Woodburn was such a joy to work with. Danny Woodburn, I've, you know, always been a big fan, going all the way back to Seinfeld, and same story, just a real humble-spirited man, and just he took the script, just nailed it exactly.